Our son Jory came over today to help his dad, my husband Joe, repair the roof. Our roof over the garage has been leaking since the winter of 2022. After receiving quotes as low as $2,500 and as high as $8,000, Joe decided, like with everything else in our home, he will fix it himself. There is hardly anything Joe can't fix, and I'm so grateful to have a husband that knows how to figure things out. Just a few days ago, he was showing our son Josh how to fix the filter in the fridge. I'm going in the backyard to record some narration for one of my videos, but the noise that Joe is making on the roof is a little bit too much, so I've decided to go inside and make this ground turkey lasagna for Jory to take home to his family. Jory is a morning person, so it was nothing for him to offer to help Joe at 6:30 in the morning. It eventually got too hot to finish the job though, so Jory made a call for Joe to get off the roof before he fainted up there. Joe said he would finish later when the sun went down. It's after 5 in the evening now, and Josh came out to take over Jory's position in helping Joe. Thankfully, Joe acted on his instincts to finish the roof because early this morning, look what happened. It rained, tremendous amount of rain too, guys. So I'm grateful that the roof is holding so far. And after everything is dried out, Joe's gonna go back again and inspect to make sure none of the other shingles that he did not change are not skinning back and, causing a leak to happen in another part of the roof. So Jory took his lasagna home. I even made him a Creole bun. He took that home. I didn't have to do that. But I like to thank people for when they go out of their way to come and help me. And even though he's my child, he doesn't have to do that. He has a new family now, right? So I'm glad that Jory came over and helped Joe, and he willingly came and did that. So I want to make some sweet and sour chicken in this video for you guys. So first of all, for sweet and sour chicken, you have to make the batter. And the batter really calls for like soda water, you know, the one with the bubbles, but I don't have any of that, so I'm just gonna use plain water. So let's start off with 1 cup of all-purpose flour, and then a teaspoon of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Let me give it a whisk, and then I'm gonna start adding my plain water, and of course we're gonna need 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. That's all it is for the batter, and you add enough water or soda water to make it kind of runny, all right? You don't want it too thin, but you want it, to where when you drop the meat in it, you can coat the meat with the wet batter, okay? So I have some chicken, a couple of chicken breasts chopped up into bite-sized pieces, and I've put some distilled white vinegar on it. I'm gonna rinse it off in the sink with some water. And then I'm gonna go ahead and grab some of the spices to put on the chicken. Now, normally you don't have to put spices on the chicken at this point because you're gonna drench it in some type of hot sauce or sweet and sour sauce or something like that, right? But I like to put some flavoring on the meat itself, so when you bite past all that outer stuff, you can taste some flavor on the chicken. So I just put salt, black pepper, and cayenne. I don't make it complicated. And then I go ahead and I work it in. Then I drop it into the batter. And when I drop it in the batter, I coat it really well. And then the oil is ready, so I'm starting like a clock at 12 o'clock and then work my way around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and then put it in the middle, and that way you know which ones to turn first. So it's on low. I'm gonna bump it up to medium. I turned it to low before because the oil was overheating while I was getting everything ready. So use a skewer like this, some type of chopsticks, to go ahead and flip them over. You could just grab a fork or something. I'm adjusting my temperature accordingly, guys, and you need to do that too, all right? So I'm gonna drain it in this colander. You don't have to let it get too brown because we're gonna double fry. So use a skimmer or a slotted spoon to remove the first batch and put it in this thing to drain. All right, so then put some more in, another batch. See, I'm separating first batch from second batch, and now I'm adding in third batch. So you have to fry them in batches, and this is the first fry. And I'm putting, hopefully this is the last batch of it. It gets tiresome sometimes. So now I have some space in the pan with the last batch frying that I can start putting my first batch to double fry. That's all it is. Just keep track of the movement, what's going on, what's done frying, what has to double fry, and you just keep putting them in to double fry, okay? And at this point, you can't mess up by overcrowding the pan because it's already pretty much cooked halfway through. And I made the sweet and sour sauce the other day. What I'm gonna do is just screenshot it from my book so you can see what the ingredients are. You just put all these ingredients in a pot and let it cook. FYI, when you put the cornstarch in the sweet and sour sauce, put it in while it's still cold. Don't put it in while it's cooking on the stove because it's gonna lump up on you. Make sure it disintegrates. That's for the sauce, okay? All right, so here we are, just drenching the chicken pieces with the sauce. Ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh ooh. This is gonna be good. Now, I love to eat sweet and sour chicken with white rice, plain white rice and a garden salad. None of it is good for us. All that sugar from the sweet and sour sauce, all that sugar from the white rice. I didn't say it was gonna be good. Hey guys, by the way, my name is Barbara. If you're new to the channel, my mission in life is to teach you how to cook. Why? Because it's going to improve your wealth and your health. Your wealth because you're going to save money because you can make all this stuff at home. And your health because you get to decide what you put inside your food, all right? Speaking of good food, guys, Joe, you really did it with this beef today.
I know because I cook it.
We're reenacting one of our favorite scenes from our favorite show, Blue Bloods. We'll just sit and eat.
If we don't have wine, we don't have.
We actually have wine, we just don't drink. Right? Do we have wine? I think we do. Somewhere.
So I'll finish. I'm making cake.
You hear all that noise out there? Just because I want to record this. Sirens and stuff going on. So I have a little secret to tell you. While editing this video, I swore I heard that little kid next door use a big fat bad word to his grandma. Go rewind it at 4 minutes 36 seconds in and tell me what you heard. He said it in Spanish, okay? I don't want to tell you what it is, but I know I heard something. Anyways, you see me have a change of clothes? It's because we're celebrating the 10th of September. This is a big Belize holiday, and this is something that I enjoyed growing up as a kid, so I have to always honor this day. I have my flag earrings, my red, white, and blue shirt, all right? And we had a fun live event. So I've taken you through 2 days of my life, Joe fixing the roof and following his instinct or the Holy Spirit to complete the job the day of, so that the next day, which is today when the rains came, we were good. Right after the rain, it just got hot and humid. It feels like I'm in Belize. There's mosquitoes biting me out here and all types of stuff. Anyways, guys, if you like this type of video, please comment below and let me know. I still had a recipe in there, but it's so much more developed and involved. And I really had a fun time creating this video for you, all right? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I look forward to your comments. Bye!